Good morning, friends, and welcome to a cozy autumnal, very bookish video. So in my previous video, I shared with you all my favorite autumnal reads, and I asked for your recommendations of your favorite autumnal reads. And can I just say, you all showed up. You shared so many amazing recommendations, and I went through and made notes of them all. And now I've gone through that list and I've chosen my favorites, or those that most appeal to me, and I've compiled this rather large list of books that I'd like to buy. And so I thought that I would take you all to my favorite place in the world, Powell's City of Books, and we'd do some book shopping. So friends, go ahead and make yourselves a heartwarming cup of tea or coffee, grab your favorite cozy blanket. Powell's awaits. Magic Lessons by Alex Hoffman. So there's H. Here's S. Now I'm looking for Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Okay, so here's T. We're looking for tart. Let's see. Got TA. There's the goldfinch. And the secret history. Here we are. Ooh, there's lots to choose from. Okay, as always, you can count on Powell's to have used copies of the book you're looking for. This one is $17, which, I mean, isn't bad, but not ideal. But I found this small used copy that looks super cheesy, but I don't really care. It's only $4.95, less than $5, so definitely gonna pick up this copy. Season of the Witch. These are all witchy stories. Oh, Little Witch looks so cute. Kiki's Delivery Service. Oh, did anybody else grow up reading Stregonona? Such happy memories. I've actually never read The Secret Garden. That's something I'd really like to change. It's adorable. $8.99. Look at this copy. It's so beautiful. Only $11.95. I think that I have to get it. Oh my goodness.
Okay, that first.
B. Let's go find Bradbury. I might be in the wrong section. Hey! There he is. Science and fantasy. Let's see if we can find something wicked this way comes. More Fahrenheit 451. Green Shadows, White Whale. The Halloween Tree. Never heard of that. I haven't heard of so many of these. There's both Something Wicked This Way Comes and then the October Country. Which one do I want? I absolutely love the Sherlock Holmes stories. I've read every single one of them. I highly recommend them. They're great for fall. But in other news, here's Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I don't speak French. That's my name, yeah. And it's a booktube channel. I don't know if you watch booktube.
I do. I actually really want to start my own. Like, I'm not very good at giving reviews, but I really love to.
Ba-ba-da-da! Look! These are all the books that I purchased today. I can't wait to show you guys. Okay. I am so excited to read each and every single one of these. You guys gave me such good recommendations. So just going from top to bottom in no particular order. The first book is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. So I have read and loved Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. I have high hopes. I believe it's meant to be kind of gothic and mysterious, perhaps a bit dreary too. I think it will pique my curiosity. Next, I picked up Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Je ne comprends français. But this was the most highly recommended book to me actually on my most recent video. You all love this book and I know there's been a recent movie adaptation, so I'm looking forward to reading this and then watching the movie. The story takes place in a grey stone mansion on the windswept Cornish coast and again seems very gothic and filled with mystery. Next in my stack is Magic Lessons by Alice Hoffman. So this is the first book in the Practical Magic trilogy, and I've neither seen the movie or read any of the books, so I'm very excited to have at it. And I read the first 10 pages and whew, I loved them. So I have high hopes for this book. Thank you so much for recommending it to me. I also picked up Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. I'd say this was the second most recommended book in your responses. And my dad has also read and thoroughly enjoyed this book. He said it is the most beautiful writing he has ever read. And I have to agree, just from the few excerpts that I've read, this book does seem to be very spooky. So you guys are keeping me on the edge of my seat. So far, all of these are a bit spooky or thrilling. Moving on, I also picked up The Little Witch's Book of Spells. So this is kind of a children's book, and I know it may seem a bit concerning or iffy to some of you. However, this book is focused on fostering a relationship with the outdoors, spending time outside in nature, and then different crafts or activities that you can do to strengthen your love for nature. It also has really adorable illustrations. I don't know if the camera's too bright. Let me turn down my ISO. There you go, that's better. Yeah, so look at these amazing illustrations. They're so pretty, look at that. I love it. Yeah, so it's really innocent and just adorable and felt very autumnal to me, and I'm excited to read through it and maybe try some of these activities and crafts. Okay, so this is more of a spring read. However, I love children's literature, specifically classical children's literature, and I have never read Secret Garden, and this edition is so beautiful. Again, I hope it's not too bright for you to be able to see the details. There you go. Yeah, I just thought that this was beautiful, and this is a book that I've meant to pick up for a while now, and this copy was only $11.95, so I snagged it, and I look forward to reading it in the dark months of winter to give me hope for spring. The last thing that I picked up was Power to the Princess, 15 Favorite Fairy Tales Retold with Girl Power. I picked it up because I loved the illustrations, and as you all know, I am teaching myself, well, maybe you don't know, maybe this is the first video of mine that you've watched, but I have been teaching myself how to draw for the past 2 years, and I just really loved these illustrations, specifically how Julia illustrates bodies. There's so many different body postures, and I think that the proportions are really well done. So I'm gonna study this book and see if I can learn some basic human anatomy through these illustrations in my own style. So yes, I may have judged this book by its cover and the illustrations within, but the stories also look really endearing and empowering and just overall super positive. So I'll read as I study. That concludes my Powell's book haul for the day. As I mentioned before, every single book that I purchased today was bought used, so I got really great deals on all of them. And then when I add these books to the stack, oh boy, that's quite a lot. I have the Book of Life on top, and then On Earth We Were Briefly Gorgeous, which I'm really looking forward to reading, as well as The Night Circus. So these are all the books that I plan on reading this fall. And because the number is so high, I think this calls for a readathon. So perhaps my very next video will be an autumnal readathon. We shall see. If that happens to be the case, I think that I'll make it kind of an interactive readathon on my Patreon. I have a giant book club on my Patreon, and we read books together, and I think that I will turn this autumnal readathon into kind of a group activity and have a checklist of sorts to do as we read together. That sounds really nice. Sounds like the perfect way to get fully into the autumnal spirit. That being said, I am really excited to get reading, so I think I'll go ahead and make myself a hot cup of tea and continue on with magic lessons. Thank you guys so very much for being here, and I just wanted to say thank you 1,000 times over for your incredible response to the launch of my new Patreon tier. Over 100 of you joined my cinnamon and clove monthly postcard and sticker tier on Patreon, and it's honestly been a total dream come true for me, so thank you for supporting me. Thank you for believing in me. You all mean so very much to me, and I hope that you have a lovely weekend. Cheers, friends.